Hello, Bloomington. I'm Mayor Tim Busse, and this is the Council Minute for the week of December 6th. On Monday evening, the Council held our annual Truth in Taxation hearing. It's a hearing held every year to give members of the public an opportunity to provide direct feedback to the City Council on the proposed tax levy and budget. 3 residents came forward to speak on Monday night, and after hearing their input and continuing discussion of the budget, the City Council approved a final 2022 tax levy set at $68.3 million. That's an increase of 2.75% from the last year's tax levy and is an overall increase of $1.8 million. I have said before, and I will say again, without question, these annual discussions are the most important discussions we have as a city. And I know the city staff and the City Council take very seriously the responsibility we have regarding taxing decisions and how we spend your money. Monday's Truth in Taxation hearing was the 7th time the Council has discussed the 2022 tax levy and budget in a public meeting. As you might know, we made the change last year to hold all of our council meetings in the council chambers, to broadcast those meetings over cable access and via the internet, and to record those meetings and make them available on the city's YouTube channel. We made those changes so residents could see very clearly how we got to this point. Watch those meetings, and you can hear very clearly the thoughtful discussion that went into our decision making. Watch those meetings, and you can see the outstanding work staff did listening to and working closely with the council to get to this point. And if you watch those meetings, it's also very obvious the great job staff did listening to you, the community. Your input through emails and public comments and the 2 budget information sessions and roundtable discussions held in October is clearly reflected in this budget. Ultimately, this budget has been shaped to reflect the priorities of residents and businesses, particularly in the area of public safety. This budget makes investments where needed to drive improvement in our community. And yes, resources are needed to make that happen. That's a choice. I believe that Bloomington is the community it is today because past leaders and residents made similar choices. They saw the benefit of investing in this community. It's as true now as it has ever been here in Bloomington. If we say we value something, we should be willing to invest in it. At the same time, this budget clearly acknowledges the financial hardship that many of our residents still face. The 2.75 levy increase is the same increase as last year, and those are the lowest percentage increases since 2014. And a 2.75% increase is the lowest increase by far among our peer cities in the metro area. As I said, this is an annual discussion. We'll be doing it again next year and in years to come. We're already talking about ways to continue to remove the mystery around city budgeting and how the process works, and we're talking about ways to continue to enhance this community-wide conversation about making needed investments in our city while maintaining Bloomington's long history of fiscal responsibility for residents and businesses. On Monday night, I was honored to present the 2021 Omar Bonderud Human Rights Award to Oasis for Youth. The Omar Bonderud Award is presented annually by the Human Rights Commission to an individual or organization that has made significant contributions to ensuring the rights of people in Bloomington. Omar Bonderud was the first chairperson of the Bloomington Human Rights Commission, which was formed in 1968. This year's honoree, Oasis for Youth, was established by community members back in 2007 as an all-volunteer organization to help young people in our community who are experiencing or who are at risk of homelessness. Working out of Oak Grove Presbyterian Church, a 2009 recipient of the Omar Bonderud Award, Oasis operates a drop-in center with their resources and outreach targeted toward youth who live, work, or attend school in Bloomington, Edina, and Richfield. All of their services are offered free of charge and include food resources, laundry and showers, job search assistance, help with transportation, on-site mental health counseling, and much more. They do school-based and community outreach out of their mobile case manager van. And Oasis works in partnership with Mall of America to provide additional support to youth on location at MOA. During the height of the pandemic in 2020, Oasis for Youth served 352 youth, with 184 of those young people being new to Oasis. The organization distributed 713 meals, made more than 3,000 virtual and in-person visits, and provided nearly $23,000 in rental subsidies. They do it all through dedicated volunteers, the financial support of local community members, churches, and civic organizations, and through the work of an outstanding board of directors and a remarkable staff led by Executive Director Nicole Mills. As their mission statement says, Oasis for Youth is truly a trusted resource committed to elevating youth in our community. Congratulations to Oasis for Youth, the 2021 recipients of the Omar Bonderud Award. Last week, I provided a short update on the proposed redevelopment of the Southtown shopping center area. It's been talked about a lot on social media recently because it would bring a Hy-Vee grocery and liquor store to Bloomington and would mean the removal of the bowling alley at Southtown. I finished last week's update by saying, stay tuned on this one, there's more to come. Well, that more to come actually came on Thursday afternoon, when the city was notified by Kraus Anderson, the owner and developer of the site, that they've decided to withdraw their development application for the project. So for now, the project is on hold. Kraus Anderson hopes to take a second look at possible options sometime next year. So continue to stay tuned on this one. There's more to come, but it won't be for a few months yet. Finally today, a mayor's shout out and heartfelt congratulations on behalf of the city goes to longtime Bloomington resident Tony Oliva. Congrats, Tony O, on your long overdue election to the Baseball Hall of Fame. You absolutely deserve to be in Cooperstown, and I couldn't be happier for you and for your family. Well done. That will do it for this week's Council Minute. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, stay safe, Bloomington.